EPA and WA meteorologist Bobby Bartich here with your outlook for November 8th, 2019. For your Friday, cold front that moved through last night brought a little bit of snow to parts of northeast PA, north central Pennsylvania last night. Just a little bit, but enough to remind you that winter is close. That cold front has now moved offshore, and we were left with mostly sunny skies today, and will be a little bit breezy today. Very cold for this time of year. Temperatures in the northern tier not getting out of the 30s. Barely getting to 40 in our central areas and lower 40s further south and east. But the winds will be gusty a little bit, and we'll have some wind gusts in the 25 to 30 mile per hour range today at times. So it's going to feel a lot colder than the actual air temperature. Will feel like it's in the 30s, and further north might even feel like it's in the upper 20s at times with that wind at times. So we are dry today. We are mostly sunny. We're also mostly sunny here on Saturday as high pressure is directly overhead. We're going to actually increase the temperatures slightly on Saturday, but still going to be rather cold for this time of year. Temperatures in the lower 40s generally across the region, maybe middle 40s further south and east. And once we get to Sunday, we're going to start to see that trough lift out, the first trough anyway. There's first of two that we're going to be dealing with in this week. And this first one that we're dealing with today and tomorrow isn't even the coldest of this upcoming week. And that's really going to be the theme of the upcoming week is the cold temperatures, not so much the snow aspect of things. I know everybody's kind of get excited about some models that were showing snow early next week. And some of you will learn that if you're looking at model guidance that's like a week out here, you really can't be trusted here, especially during seasonal transition. They really struggle with the rain-snow line depictions and things like that at that range. So we never really latched on that idea, and where there's no real credible threat from anything Monday night into Tuesday except for maybe some rain to snow, very similar to what we just saw last night, and I'll show you that here in a second. So either way, Sunday is going to be a milder day. We're getting into the 50s in some locations here on Sunday, so quite a turnaround once this trough lifts out, and you're more zonal here. You see the flow is more generally west to east here, so it's going to give you that warming temperatures, and still partly cloudy here on Sunday. And then once we get to Monday, we're going to have the clouds start to increase. We'll have mostly cloudy skies actually by the end of the day. And a system very similar, very eerily similar to the last one we just had. It's just last night where we have rain showers moving ahead of a cold front. Again, you're timing the cold air coming in here. Behind here is going to be some brutally cold air. But the cold front is going to be a matter of how fast this gets in here. And you can see on the further southeast, I use the precipitation type maps on purpose here just to show you that there is rain on the southeastern fringe. And look at this, same areas getting some snow here in northeast PA, north central Pennsylvania, same exact areas as what happened last night. So this cold front moves eastward. You get some snow across northeast PA as it moves out, and then this moves away. So those robust model runs were showing snow all the way down to Philadelphia and South Jersey on some previous runs have now backed off considerably. And this is pretty much the idea here on the not only the GFS, which I'm showing you here on the snow map, but also on the European model, which has never been thrilled with that time frame, and it still remains unthrilled this morning. Here is the GFS depiction of where the snow would fall. So these are your areas: north central, northeast PA. Further south and east, you probably just rain, or maybe ending as wet flakes at the very end. So it's very similar to the system we had last night. That's what's looking like Monday night to Tuesday. Now we're not going to give completely up on this system and just write it off as nothing. We'll continue to monitor, of course, but right now that's the way we're leaning. And it looks like most ensemble members for the GFS and the European model are agreeing that this is not going to be an event here across our region, which is okay because we're still talking about here at this point. Tuesday is November 12th. Okay, so you're really not supposed to get snow in most of our area, except for those areas that are expected to get it. I mean, there is some light accumulations up here in November in the northern tier. That's climatologically speaking the areas you're supposed to get snow in November. Further south and east, it drops off considerably. And the normal, for one example, I can give you in Allentown, Pennsylvania here, which it's one of our central regions here. Average annual snowfall in November is 1.7 inches. So not really expecting too much in the month of November. So if you're not getting snow now, that's fine. It's you got a long winter ahead here, and there's going to be plenty of opportunities down the road. But the big story here behind this cold front, once this moves through, is an even colder air mass. And we're talking about Wednesday of next week, not getting out of the 30s anywhere across our coverage region. And some areas might not get above freezing. It's going to be that cold. So that is going to be a shock to the system. And that is looking at Wednesday when that just settles in here. And some overnight lows in the upper teens to near 20. So it's going to be pretty cold during that stretch. And then once we get to Thursday of next week, we start to moderate, so to speak, as we get into the upper 30s instead of lower for highs here on Thursday. But still high pressure control, so we are high and dry through the end of the period. The only one we have to worry about or watch anyway is a system on Monday night into very early Tuesday morning. But right now, it looks like a very similar system to what we had last night. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martich. That is your outlook for November 8th, 2019. Have a great Friday.